had larger implications and told a bigger story. And the reason why I say that is probably one of the most truest statements, for this game is Hampton left the MEAC for the Big South. And event like if you think about it, if you're going to move up to a conference to that, I would say top to bottom, they have better programs. Kennesaw is a power. Let's not kid ourselves. Kennesaw will beat A&T. Monmouth will be. I mean, they're a tough program. I'm not gonna say they're gonna beat A&T, but they're better than those programs. Those are legit programs. Kennesaw State's probably gonna go FBS soon.
Oh, they are next year. They're going to the A-Sun.
Yeah, they're gone. So, I mean, that's at the top. And at the bottom, you got Robert Morris. They're beatable. But, the Campbells, the Charleston Southerns of this conference, the Gardner Webbs, they could beat any MEAC team. So let's not get it twisted. To go to the Big South means that your program has to be on an upward trajectory. And Dr. Harvey, in his infinite wisdom, figure, we're on an upward trajectory. We're on the upward trajectory in basketball and track. Those are good sports. It's definitely men's and women's basketball. But football, we were in a perpetual state of, I would say, malaise, mediocrity. But to me, when you said that this game had larger implications, we left to go to the Big South. Norfolk State stayed, and they beat us. So what does it say? Like, oh, we went off to bigger and better things, and we still getting beat by the conference that that we never really dominated, like in the past. 15 years, 15, 16, 17 years.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just like, why do this? What's the point? You lost. So my whole thing is just watching this game. And then I mean, it's just like the game was so satisfying for the Spartan faithful that were there. Not because it was but it's because the rivalry was renewed, but it was more like they had something to prove. And honestly, I think our program, they passed the eye test. That offensive line legit. The defensive line, they're young, they're raw, but they're actually, they're kind of good. But, even our DBs look legit. But legit, look, and play is totally different. But if you think about it, though, I mean, you can look legit, but they don't put Norfolk State. Don't put 47 on a looking legit defense.
Yeah, no, the funny part, like, you ever been? We're both big guys, former football players, linemen and stuff. So, but when you're at Armstrong Stadium and you're at that far gate and you're next to the players, this team, our team, when they get off the bus, it's like, damn, okay. All right. they put together, but something is not clicking on the field. And the larger implication part of this is like, they made the same mistakes last year with a different quarterback. It's the same thing, man. It's the same thing. When we got new coaches too, like what? Yeah. What's going on, man?
You know what? I think sometimes it goes deeper than just the actual coaches. I think it is that Hampton mentality sometimes. And let me phrase it this way. It's like, I think sometimes our players are fed into this, because, Hampton is always, we're the best, we're better than everybody.
Standard of excellence.
Oh, God. Okay. Standard of excellence. All right. And so that, unfortunately, creeps into the minds of some of these players. Just this whole idea of that, I'm going to say this too. I'm going to tie it back in. There was a post on MEAC fans where somebody said, what other programs do you admire? And a lot of other MEAC and SWAC programs said they admired Hampton's program because of the professionalism and how the players seem to be treated. And when I think about this, though, I had friends and I had family members that played at Hampton and coached at Hampton, and I had friends who have coached at Hampton and played, of course. And and when we were there too, when we were traveling, the team travels, first class. They eat they lodge at really good, hotels. And me being at one point in my life, I did work with a professional sports team, and I saw that how they traveled. And there were a few things that Hampton did similarly to that sports team that I had worked with, which was the Atlanta Hawks. And I mean, now the Atlanta Hawks, they traveled Learjet and charter, and Hampton traveled charter. They had a similar bus that took them to the hotel. I mean, the hotel that the Hawks stayed in was nicer, way nicer. But the Hampton hotels that I see the players that they travel to are just as nice. They're nice. And I feel that sometimes our players feel that that this is, a part of it. This is the standard of excellence. Like, oh, we should beat everybody based upon, that we're a professional program, or we're this, we're that. And Norfolk State, honestly, man, you got guys, that quarterback named Pooty, he's from Richmond. He's from the gutter, they ain't got nothing to lose. Trust me. And Pooty play like Pooty. Yeah. He played like, hey, bruh.
Pooty was a beast, man.
He was a beast out there. And, and Hampton, I mean, I just think that sometimes that the bourgeoisie, if you want to call it that, or if you want to call this, the sense of entitlement and I'm gonna say it, entitlement and arrogance that seeps out of certain parts of the university, it seeps into the players, and I just don't want the players to buy into it. And to be honestly, I think when we were there, they kind of stopped right there when it came to the sports. They were just like, y'all don't buy into that. Stop thinking that you're this and this. Go out there and beat the mess out of the other team. And I just felt that looking at Norfolk State, even though they won by 3, they were down by 10 at halftime. Honestly, a lot of teams would just be like, all right, man, we just got to, pick it up or it's over. They were just like, nah, we can't let these boys beat us. And Norfolk State, honestly, they played like this was it for them, and I think for us, it's just like, it just kind of showed us, it's like, look, man, we went up to play with in the Big South, and we can't even win our conference. And honestly, the basketball team, both the men's and the women's team, when we left the MEAC and the final tournament game, we both lost those games. Those were indicators to everything. Those were precursors to everything. Like, we couldn't even win the goddamn MEAC tournament. Yeah, we won the regular season, but we didn't even win the conference titles. So honestly, man, I just felt that this was bigger. This is almost a spiritual battle, almost, in the Battle of Bay. And I'm glad it's back, though.
Yeah, I mean, to really, I guess encapsulate everything you said, like, you look at the team, right? And they look good. The uniforms look good. Yeah. The guys look like they working out, chiseled. They look good, eye test. But when it gets on the field, man, something ain't translating. It's like when we're on campus, right? You see somebody who's just bad. Mm-hmm. And then you go talk to her, it's like, dang, there's nothing up there. There's nothing upstairs. Like,
or her grill messed up. But that's fixable.